Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Davo from Esports, bringing you another 1v1 StarCraft 2 cast today. Yes! This time on Shakuras Plateau, we do have in the bottom right-hand corner our red Zerg, who is today LiquidRet. Wow, I don't know what happened to my computer there, but something bad happened. And then in the top left-hand corner, we do have VTgiX, who is a blue Zerg player today. Awesome, there are the name bars, just so we don't get massively confused or anything like that. A little bit of trivia for both of our players, just to start off today. LiquidRet is from the Netherlands, he is 25, and he has a burning rivalry with EG's very own Idra, who is a very, very talented Zerg player indeed. In fact, Ret is as well. So that is good times, and I hope to find a game pretty soon with both of them in. And VTgiX is from the USA, or at least is based in USA, I believe. He lives with Team Rain, and he has won against various opponents such as Huck and Destiny in various tournaments and qualifying rounds and stuff, all that good stuff like that. Okay, now on to some business. Yeah, sorry I haven't really done any casts for the last 3 days, guys. I've been really, really ill. For any of you guys that actually watch regularly or anything like that. And I'm now better, and I'm doing a ZVZ because I feel it'll be the best way to kick off the brand new start, which is happening right here and right now. Oh yeah. Excellent. So it does look like Ret's going to be taking down his expansion right about now. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. And we do have Gix doing exactly the same thing right there. Almost at exactly the same timing too. Really cool. It means both players are ultra focused. They both know exactly what they're doing. Very good stuff indeed. In fact, both players making essentially the same things as each other. If you look, actually, if we're really going to go for it, the Overlords are roughly in the same kind of position. If you're going to cut it down there, symmetrically speaking, yeah, you could almost say maybe they're stream hacking, but I don't think they are. Or stream cheating, as it's known, or stream hacking. It makes it sound more technical than it actually is. Now we do have Ret actually getting his extractor down slightly earlier than Gix. It might mean that maybe he's going for more of a roach play than focusing too much on the Zerglings. But, I mean, really, we're just going to have to see what happens. Now, the Overlords are crossing each other in the middle here. Both players are still going to have to kind of determine where each other are. Generally speaking, though, I think the general kind of consensus between them will be that they are at cross positions on this map today. Yeah, cool beans, good stuff. Okay, so both of the expansions coming up right now, and a queen obviously being hatched from both, or spawned from both, I presume, so she can get out there and start vomiting all over this brand new Zerg building in order to get more larvae to pop out. It's pretty disgusting, but hey, queens, let's put it like this, queens probably just love 2 girls 1 cup, if you guys have heard of 2. Don't look it up, alright, just don't look it up, it's disgusting. I don't know why I said that, actually, it's really horrible. Anyway, cool. We do have metabolic boost on the way for LiquidRet right about now. Excellent. Of course, that is the movement speed upgrade for the Zerglings. It actually gives them wings, but unfortunately does not allow them to fly, as that would be truly terrifying. Flying Zerglings. Then we really would have a pretty accurate description of for the swarm going on. Spine crawlers going down for both players, making sure that they're nice and prepared for any Zergling funkiness that happens, such as this Zergling funkiness, courtesy of LiquidRet. Excellent. Also, I know it's kind of silly to mention, many of you really experienced players, watchers or whatever, will probably call me out on this, but hey, LiquidRet, yeah, he's part of Team Liquid. There you go. I just wanted to throw that in there. Why not? So we do have a Roach one going down for Gix. I don't think Rat has actually put one down just yet. He has, in fact, just opted to go straight for his layer instead. I mean, I know that Zerg players really like to get Roaches because it provides them with a really nice opportunity to have a nice solid tanky unit with lots of armor to kind of provide them a nice window into the mid game. But as such, doesn't look like Ret is going to bother with said Roaches, but instead it's going to go straight for his layer. Excellent, in order to maybe get some Mutalisks out, because obviously Roaches can't jump or shoot upwards, or at least well enough to kill Mutalisks. So I suppose you could call Mutalisks a hard counter to roaches, mainly because roaches cannot kill them. Okay, awesome. So we do have the weapons +1 upgrade on the way from VTgiX as well, which is pretty consistent, seeing as he has just got a roach warren out, and of course that will really help with said roaches. And we do have the lair on the way from VTgiX right now as well, opting to get his natural expansion with a lair instead of his main with a lair. Also, we do have a spire coming out here for LiquidRet too. Excellent. It does look like he'll be going down that Mutalisk path, like I just said. And lots of spine crawlers going down for Ret as well. It does look like VTgiX will be taking his expansion right about now as well. Of course, expansion is very important in Zerg vs Zerg matchups, and the timing of which you get your expansion is pretty important as well. But I can't help but feel that maybe VTgiX has missed the boat a little bit here, as Ret Spires is about halfway done now. It's a little bit over halfway done, and of course that means that he's going to be able to get Mutalisks out pretty dang quickly. So I think VTgiX might be in a little bit of trouble if he can't scout that the Mutalisks are going to be coming. He might have to be a little bit careful. Of course, VTgiX is actually getting the Overseer right now, of course, which is a really good scouting unit too. Ret being really persistent with his scouting, making sure there's nothing crazy going on. VTgiX actually preparing a little bit for some Mutalisks with a Spore Crawler going down as well, which is very nice anti-air. Spore Crawler going down in both mineral lines as well, being sure to cover the gas geysers as well, and a Hydralisk Den going down as well, which Hydralisks are some of the best anti-air in the game, in my humblest of opinions. Somebody just closed a door in my house. I'm sorry if that was loud or if you heard it. And we do have 10 Mutalisks on the way from LiquidRet right about now, and this is going to hurt for VTgiX quite a lot. He does have quite a lot of Mutalisks on the field, but I mean, with the finesse that some professional level players can handle Mutalisks with, it might still hurt him quite a lot. So we really have Mutalisks versus Mutalisk killers right about now. But as I say, trying to defend 3 bases that are kind of far away from each other, sorry, with units that are really only based on ground could be kind of difficult. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just had to actually have a really nasty cough, so I just had to mute my microphone really quickly. And it does look like these Mutalisks will be taking care of business somewhat, but unfortunately the Hydralisks are actually going to be killing the Mutalisks pretty quickly and forcing the Mutalisks to have a retreat. Also, VTgiX will be taking down these Overlords pretty quickly as well, which isn't exactly great for Ret. He will need to replace those to go further on and build more stuff later on in the game. Ret taking his 3rd expansion right now, and that's coming straight up. Opting to go for the safer expand location. I'd call this the more kind of dangerous expand location here in the left hand side of the map. But hey, I mean, whatever works for VTgiX. He is a professional level player. He has beaten some seriously good players. I don't care if they're qualifiers or whatever. You do not beat Huck and not be proud of it. Huck is a very good player, and so is Destiny. Very creative player indeed. That Overseer there, doing what can only be described as eating shit, again from those Mutalisks that LiquidRet is using the finesse of fully in order to take down quite a lot of his opponent's stuff. But at the moment, VTgiX's creep spread is really aiding these Hydralisks, because Hydralisks are actually, of course, very slow units, unless they're on creep, and this is something that can really aid a Hydralisk army is creep. If you have really good creep spread and lots of Hydralisks, the amount of DPS you can do is really good. If your army dies, you can just replace it very quickly indeed. I mean, Roach Hydralisk is a very nice army composition. You've got your tanky Roaches, which can take, quite frankly, shed loads of damage. Ooh, LiquidRet seems to have these Overlords on a really bad rally point, it would seem, like tragically bad, and he loses quite a lot of them, and now he is in debt quite badly to the supply bank. But these Roaches here are going to creep up on these light biologicals Hydralisks, but they do decide to pull out because of how much DPS these Hydralisks can actually do. That back to my point. Hydralisks with the Groove Spine upgrades, which by the way VTgiX does actually have, can just sit behind the roaches, while the roaches soak up damage quite nicely, and Hydralisks do the most insane amount of DPS. Really good DPS that comes out of them. We do have Gix getting a Spire of his own right about now, and LiquidRet also getting Hydralisks of his own as well. Obviously probably going to go and try and counter some of the heavy DPS that can be done by Gix's army too. I mean, who wouldn't try and counter that? Okay, just real quick again. As a young lad playing StarCraft 1 growing up, I always thought that Hydralisks looked too mean to be a unit that shoots things. They should be a unit that actually mauls things to death. And here we have a really big engagement here. Both sides having a fairly nice. Holy hell, that was terrible. Having a fairly nice. Having a fairly nice surround on each other's army. Well, it's not really a surround. I've forgotten the exact word for it, but it does look like LiquidRet is going to be coming out of this game pretty soon if he is not careful, as these overlords are all going to go down, and replacing them will cost far too much money. And there is the GG from Ret. I must apologise for my crappy screen movement and my hesitation during that last battle. Holy hell, that wasn't brilliant, but I tell you what, I've tried my hardest. Hooray. Excellent, guys. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the game. I definitely did. It was very fun to watch, exciting, all that good jazz. And have a lovely day. Enjoy playing StarCraft 2 or 1 or Kingdoms of Amalur, because I know quite a lot of people are playing that at the moment. But hey, I'm the boring kind of guy who just loves StarCraft. And anyway, yeah, guys, have a lovely day and enjoy playing StarCraft, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.